So good morning everyone, it's Tuesday the 18th of August 2020 and downloaded Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 overnight and yeah, it's really good, really good. So now we're going to do the third stage of our flight.
There's an old saying I like. A mile of road will take you a mile. A mile of runway will take you anywhere. Taking off isn't hard, but there are a few key points to remember.
Very true.
First, we always take off into the wind.
Correct.
Which won't be an issue on a calm day like today. Second, before we enter a runway, we always make sure it's clear.
Very true. Focus on runway, hold S. Focus on runway, hold S. There we go.
Everything looks good, no cross traffic. Go ahead and taxi into position.
Okay.
The rudder pedals should make steering the plane pretty easy.
The only thing I'm struggling with is that some of the flight sim commands
Alright, let's do this.
They're not
Apply
the
full
same.
power and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go.
they're just not the same as what the old ones used to be. Spitfire F100, good morning mate, lovely to have you with us. Don't know why the live stream's a wee bit laggy for some reason, which is weird. I think it's when it's trying to load the scenery, that could be why. Right, so what's it wanting us to do? Part and brake gauge, right. It's also just a little bit jerky when you go left and go right, it just kind of goes across. Yeah, I know that. Why is it going there we go, right, here we go folks. Hey!
We aren't moving fast enough. We'll have to abort takeoff and
What?
try again.
You're joking! I was moving fast enough, we took off! Honestly, this is just ridiculous. Restart. Oh, you're up till 2 AM getting it set up. Nice one, mate. Nice one. I've got to say, I left it on overnight, but it's... I'm really impressed with how smooth it is. Even it says my computer specs are below the requirement, and yet, despite that, despite it being below the requirement, it's still performing really well. I'm quite impressed. I did a quick flight to, well, a quick look around Newcastle before, and yeah, it was great. It's really good. Here we go.
There's an old saying I like. A mile of road will take you a mile.
She likes
A
her
mile
sayings.
of runway will take you anywhere.
Yeah, that's correct.
Taking off isn't hard, but there are
No,
a
it's
few
not.
key points to remember.
There are.
First, we always take off into the wind, which won't be an issue on a calm day like today.
Absolutely.
Second, before we enter a runway, we always make sure it's clear.
Parking brakes released.
Everything looks good, no cross traffic. Go ahead and taxi into position.
Okay.
The rudder pedals should make steering the plane pretty easy.
This is the only bit I don't like, is that sometimes if you zoom in, so you zoom in like that just using your mouse wheel, but at the same time if you hold it over the throttle it's also used for doing that, so it's a bit hard. Right, it's Philippe, hello, welcome to the live stream. Whoops. Nothing to see there.
Alright, let's do this. Apply full power and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go.
Okay. Increase throttle. 100% set. I've done it. Oh, I know why. I know why it's doing this. It's doing this because I don't have a thing set. Yeah, I know why. For some weird reason, because I've only got parking brake set but not actual brakes. Any other way to don't know if there's any other way to do it. 10:21. Nice. Nice. Right. I know it's absolutely fantastic. I mean the detail and everything is just outstanding. It really is so detailed. Right. Living video, thanks very much. Welcome aboard. Let's do the aircraft. It's because I don't have brakes set, it won't let me do it.
Okay. Use your rudders to stay on the center line and keep pushing power until you reach 55 knots.
Okay, will do. I don't think we've got enough runway though.
Good. Now gently pull back on the yoke.
Okay.
Line up the top of your instrument panel so it's a couple inches above the horizon. Woohoo! That'll pitch us up and set a good climb attitude. And we're airborne. Cool. Focus on flying straight.
Okay.
Use your rudders to keep the runway heading of 210 degrees.
7:30 p.m. at
Maintain
64
75
K.
knots. And we'll reach our target altitude of 5,500 feet in no time.
I set it away last night and it's downloaded overnight. It's been great. It's been really good. What graphics settings am I on? I'm on the lowest end graphics settings, so my graphics settings aren't fantastic, but yeah, they're enough for what I need anyway. So I wasn't expecting it. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting it to be this good. I mean, it's absolutely outstanding. So yeah, it's great. JoshBosch.uk, good morning, mate. Live in the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2000.
5,500 feet. A nice, safe altitude for part 2 of our lesson. Straight and level flight. First step here is adjusting our attitude.
Matthew, no, I'm using
We're
gear
in a
keyboard.
cruise attitude, pushing max power. To stay level at our target altitude, let's start by easing the throttle back to 1800 RPMs. You've probably noticed, to maintain altitude, you need to pitch the nose up. You could just keep pulling on the yoke to hold steady, but that's not really a precise means of control.
Right.
Probably better to adjust your trim wheel until you don't need to push or pull on the yoke. Drag the trim down when you need to set the nose up. Drag it up to set the nose down.
Okay,
Try adding trim to keep us at 5,500 feet without increasing throttle. If you feel our pitch slipping and need to get back to the proper attitude, don't worry. Just pull on the yoke, then dial in the right trim.
I can't remember how you get the yoke back again so you can actually see it. Might have to look up on that. I hope I don't crash into a hill.
The way I was taught, when you adjust the trim, you make rough changes at first to remove pressure on the yoke.
That's
Then
correct.
small adjustments to find the perfect setting to keep your desired attitude.
That also is correct.
That's the key to straight and level flight. It saves you from constantly pushing or pulling on the yoke. And that gives you more time to enjoy the ride.
Thank you.
If you want more practice using the trim, go for it. Whenever you're ready to pass the controls, I'll be here.
Okay, thank you. Oh, I love this thing. I love it. Flying with a keyboard again is really weird. I'm still not used to this. I'm having to use my keyboard for all of the all of the commands, which is just so weird. I've not done this in years. Not done this in years. Mark, good morning. Lovely to have you with us. And Ripstan, good morning. Lovely to have you with us too. We're just doing some fun flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We're going to hit the tree. Just getting used to keyboard flying again, in case anyone's wondering. Right, let's hand over the controls.
Okay, I have control.
Yep, you
Hope
have.
you
Don't
enjoyed
crash
the
it.
lesson.
Don't crash it. Hey! Congratulations! You've checked it. Woohoo! Let's continue to the next one. The easy part. Landing. Want to go to the next activity? Yes, I do. Well, this looks fun. To land, the airspeed and the rate of descent are reduced such that the plane descends at low enough rate to allow for a gentle touchdown. Sounds positively easy. Right. Come on, load up. So, has anyone else managed to download and install Flight Simulator yet? If you have, what do you think about it? Because I've got to say, I'm very, very impressed. It's Far better than I thought it was going to be. And last night when I was installing it and it said, oh, your system specifications don't meet our minimum criteria, I was thinking, oh, great. And yet actually it's really good. Hello,
My
am I
first
on
instructor used to say, the
Steam
best
version?
part of
No,
flying
this is the
is
Xbox
landing in one piece.
This is the
The
Xbox
man was a
version.
terminal pessimist, but he wasn't wrong.
Newcastle Flyer, good
Today,
morning,
you're in charge
friends.
of bringing us in for a safe landing. We've got clearance for a straight-in approach, so we don't have to complete the standard traffic pattern.
Okay.
And I've already set us up in landing configuration.
Wonderful.
At 65 knots with 10 degrees of flaps and idle power.
You didn't show us how to increase the flaps.
We're on the glide slope now.
Okay, doke.
Maintain speed around 65 knots. Change your pitch if you need to, and keep your aim point on the runway number.
Roger,
When you're
Roger.
targeting the runway number, you want to keep it steady in your sights. If it looks like the number's moving up in your windscreen, you're coming in low. You'll need to add a bit more throttle to get back on the slope. If it looks like the number's moving down in your windscreen, well, then you're too high.
Okay. I get the message.
You'll need to
I
add
get the
flaps
message.
to increase your rate of descent, but you'll also need to push forward and trim to change your attitude and maintain the same speed.
Love, I need to change my attitude a long time ago. Text extend the flaps for landing, press F8. So, but she said that we were configured for landing. Oh, there we go.
Keep your aim point on the runway threshold. When you're 10 feet above the runway, it's time to flare.
This is really hard
Once
to do
we
with the
pass the
keyboard.
threshold,
It's
shift your
really,
aim
really
point to the
hard.
end of the runway. Then, pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it.
I've not used a keyboard in so long. This is going to be a crash. It's so sensitive as well.
Okay, we're past the threshold. Start the flare. Keep pulling back slowly. Let the plane settle onto the runway. Don't push it down, but don't let it start climbing. Nice. Now apply the brakes to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop.
Parking brake set. Oh my goodness, that was awful. That was absolutely awful. Sorry, folks. That was pretty poor.
Great job.
It's
As
a
they
great
say,
job.
any landing you can walk away from is a good landing. But if you can use the plane the next day, it's outstanding. Landings can be hard, even for seasoned pilots. Trust me, don't hesitate to practice.
Yeah.
After all, that's
Gonna need a
what we're
lot
here
of
for,
it.
right?
I passed. I basically just slammed the plane at the runway and I passed. Oh, folks, this is going to be a doddle. Oh, man. The thing that gets me, though, is that the keyboard's so sensitive. Because, like, you're pressing number 2 and you're pressing number 8 and it's just pitching up and then it's pitching down. Hello to everyone in the YouTube live stream. I can see all of your comments. Lovely to have you all with us this morning. Question, what do you use for streaming YouTube? I use OBS. So yeah, we use OBS for streaming. And I've been using it for a few years with the virtual Ryanair live streams I do, so yeah, that's what we do. You're on the Xbox Game Pass version, you cannot download it, it's stuck on 3 GB, hasn't moved for 4 hours. I'm not sure why that is, I'm not sure why. I downloaded it last night, set it away and just left it on overnight, got up this morning and it was all downloaded, so I'm not sure why it's stuck for you. If push comes to shove, I would recommend just restart the download and give it a go again, so yeah. Do you know why it's not on Xbox One? I've no idea. I have honestly no idea. A mate of mine helped me out with this last night and getting it set up. So I don't know. I've never really used Xbox or Xbox products in the past. So I bet your landing rate was a -2,000. I think you're right, mate. I think you're right. Okay, let's do the next bit. That was stressful. Here we go.
Let's be honest, no one likes going around in circles.
I do.
Unless you're a pilot training on traffic patterns. Sedona's standard traffic pattern follows a 1,000-foot altitude around the main runway. By the time we're through here, you'll know how to complete the full run from takeoff to landing. So let's get started.
Landing might be a bit dodgy though, that's the only thing. Oh, so you want us... Oh, okay, so she wants us to take off. Right, so we'll set flaps. Flaps 10. Flaps 10 set. Okay, throttle. We'll take a nice Ryanair D-rated takeoff. We'll do it at 80%. Use every inch of runway. See the aircraft? Yeah, I've got that box. Why can't I get rid of this message? Seriously, guys. Can I fly over Vancouver? I'd love to, but that's not on the itinerary this morning. Oh, a nice D-rated takeoff. There we go. Positive rate. Gear up. Bug up. It's not quite a 737-800, but hey. Can't get it on Xbox One
When we're
or
up,
the PC.
keep us aligned with the runway and climb to 5,400 feet.
5,400.
We're going for a left-hand traffic pattern.
Yeah, I think the reason the frames are sometimes fluctuating is because it's downloading the scenery, but at the same time it's also downloading... Sorry, it's also live... I'm also live streaming. So the internet's having to do quite a bit in terms of getting the scenery and live stream at the same time, if that makes sense. If we were going left or right hand, actually. This is like so hard. Ryanair mic, no, I can't use my joystick. I've tried setting it up, but it won't accept it for some reason. Just wish the keyboard wasn't so... excuse me, wasn't so sensitive. Seem to be following arrow round and round in circles.
Reach altitude, you're going to start turning left 90 degrees toward a 122-degree heading. Okay, we're in the pattern. Get ready to enter the crosswind section. Good. Keep going till you reach the traffic pattern altitude of 5,700 feet. Ready to make your left turn downwind? When the runway appears at the halfway point of your wing strut, you'll know you're at a good glide distance.
This seems to be like the longest downwind turn in history. Gotta say, the scenery's amazing. Actually, I tell you what, we might, after we've done this one, might just go for a quick flight around Newcastle and see what it's like in Newcastle.
We've got the wind at our back now. We're on the right track. Lower your nose to a cruise attitude and reduce power to 2,100 RPMs. Once your speed is in the white arc, Add 10 degrees of flaps to prep us for landing.
We've already got 10 degrees of flaps.
Now's not a bad time to check if the runway is looking good. And it probably goes without saying, always watch out for other planes entering or exiting the pattern.
Runway looks good to me. It's all tarmac.
We're gonna fly past the end of the runway here.
Yeah,
Keep going until you see it at a 45-degree angle behind you.
Oh, planes.
That's your cue to turn left again onto the base leg.
I loaded it up for the first time before when I started at Newcastle Airport in the Takeoff something or other, and I was clueless. I just didn't have a clue how to get it off the ground or anything, so...
Alright, reduce power to idle to start losing altitude and maintain cruise attitude. Keep an eye on the runway as we get ready for our final turn. That'll also keep our speed around 65 knots.
Arrows. Let's try and land it again.
There we go. The runway's in full view. Make sure to keep the plane centered on approach. If you're too high, add flaps. Too low, add power to maintain the glide path.
We don't need power, we need a miracle. We did it!
Way to stick the landing. Now, just apply the brakes to slow your roll. And make sure you don't stop on the runway, of course. If other planes are looking to land, we've got to move. Take one of the taxiways on the right.
There.
Good job. As an old instructor said to me, not only did you not die, you're really learning to fly.
Oh, you mustn't have been flying with me then. Congratulations. Alright, let's go back to the training menu. That was cool. I enjoyed that. Right, let's go and have a let's go and have a look around Newcastle Airport, my local airport, and see what it's like. Continue to training menu. So, what do you think of Flight Simulator 2020? I know my flying is not the most outstanding using a keyboard, but it's good fun. It's really, really good fun. Alright, let's have a look. Let's go to home. Edit free flight. Oh, that's cool. Cool, Kinger. It says now we'll stick with what we know. Echo Golf November Tango, Newcastle. I've been checking places to fly. Nice one. Oh, I love this. This is just so cool. Right, let's go and have a flight around Newcastle. See what it's like. I'm hopeful I might be able to do a circuit. The nice thing about Microsoft Flight Simulator is the fact that, you know, they've gone back to what they do best, making good flight simulators which are good for virtually any setup, and it's fantastic to see. Well, here we are, Newcastle. Woohoo! Oh, this is cool. Not so sure about the tower and terminal. Oh, it looks a wee bit off. Aye, up the tune. Is it possible to change fuel weights to kilos? I don't believe it is. Someone mentioned that yesterday, and I don't think you can change it at the moment, unfortunately. Rendition of Newcastle's control tower. Gotta say, it looks fantastic. It looks really good. See if we can find Esher Airfield. The scenery is just so much like it looks in real life. It's amazing. Daniel, I'm not sure where the problem is or what it is with that, unfortunately, mate. Sorry. Right, we're gonna find the A1. Steam activation. No, I got it through the Xbox Game Pass. That's how I got it. The Xbox Game Pass. And it works really well. I think it's on promotion as well, so yeah, it's great. Let's go and see if Esher Airfield's on the scenery. Oh, you can actually see cars as well. Cool. There's the A1 just below us there. That's the one for the A19 just there. That's the A1. Oh, and the windmills are over there on the right hand side, just like they are in real life. in aviation! You're watching this at work. Oh mate, it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, it is so detailed. It's unreal just how detailed. You can even see, look, the A1's just off to our right hand side there, in between the trees. It is just so detailed. There's no open cast there in real life, which there is there too. You can see all the traffic and everything. It is insane. I'm just going to see if Esher Airfield is. Oh, you are as well, Spitfire. Brilliant. This is on like the...
X-ray Golf Sierra, you are leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Okay, thank you. Bye. 122 decimal 800. Transfer that over. I just want to see if Esher Airfield's on it. Look at that. There's trees. Look at the detail. Even the off-slip there into that village is exactly how I picture it in real life. It is insane. Mallorca plane spotting. Hello, welcome on board. It's lovely to have so many of you join us this morning. This village is how I picture it in real life and how I see it in real life, and it's even the road, the verges are so realistic. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. Now the big thing for me is if Esher Airfield is on here, then I am just going to be amazed. It's just over to our left there, so if I go back round and try and join that. Oh, cool, you can even see your shadow. Look, there's a shadow of the plane just then. Cool. This thing is so good. So we're just approaching Morpeth now. You can see Morpeth is out at 12 o'clock. Then Cheviot behind there. So that's adjusted at 12. Let's see. Just trying to get a visual back with the A1 again. Should be somewhere over here. Ah yeah, it's just the A1's just over to our left hand side there. Taking requests? Not really, no, because I'm just having a play about with it and just seeing what it's like. Let's increase the throttle and get a bit of altitude. Oh, cool! That's the A1 bridge. That is so cool. I've driven over that bridge hundreds of times. That's Cheviot at 12 o'clock. That's a new St Leonard's bypass just there. turn off for the A697s just up on the left. So over there. So now if we follow the A1, which is just off to our right hand side here, and we continue heading northbound, and we'll come up to Esher Airfield in just a second. Yes, there it is. That's so cool. It's actually come up. Esher Airfield 5.28. I've got to say I wasn't planning on getting Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, but I am so pleased I did now. The detail and everything is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, let's attempt the landing. See if we can get there. At our 12 o'clock. Like I say, it's so hard flying the keyboard. It's really, I've forgotten. It's so long. That is so cool and so realistic. That is amazing. That is amazing. That is amazing. Runway incursion. Gain takeoff clearance from ATC. Oh dear. few trees, maybe a few too many for Escher. The hangar and everything's all there, the farm's there. Michael Forbes, good morning, mate. Great to have you with us. I'll try not to... Whoa! Whoa, the grass is there. I don't know where the brakes are. Oh, that was cool. Right, let's have a look. So we're at Escher. I wonder how do we get on outside view again. Right, let's go and head up to Millfield. Oh, it's really good, mate. It's really, really good. Right, let's take off. Flaps 10. It is slick, Mike. What amazes me though is the fact that my computer is on the bottom end of what's required for the for the specs of it, you know. And yeah, it's really, really good. There's even people detailed and all sorts. It's really, really cool. Not too sure why there's a German or European registered car there, but anyway. We're just at Escher at the moment, just going to take off and head up to Millfield. Have a quick fly. Yeah, no, that's a surprise for me as well, no 737, which would have been great. Let's have a look. So we'll go on the outside, I'll add a bit of throttle. Oops, wrong one. If I spin it around, you'll see the fuel bowser. Got the fuel bowser there. Now the only thing is with the trees here is that they're very, very high pressured, but like the runway and everything's modelled pretty accurately. And then you got the clubhouse just here on the right. Windmill just over there, next to where the farm is. I mean, it's pretty good, like. It's pretty good. Alright, let's actually see if we can take off and have a quick circuit. So sensitive on the keyboard. I need to work out how to turn off these assists as well. Escher Airfield just off to our left. You got the A1 underneath there. Turn off the Felton over on the left hand side. It's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Just gonna have a quick further turn over to the left. consider that previous iterations of Flight Simulator have never kind of had this. It's amazing. Scenery detail, Michael, is just outstanding. It's just incredible. I mean, look, you can even see our shadow just going over. It's amazing. You can see the bales in the field and everything. Well, let's go and have a look over at Brunton. I wonder if Brunton's on. There's Felton on the left-hand side. That's so cool. Even Felton looks like Felton. You've got where the running fox is down at the bottom. You've got the bridge. You've got the main street. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. This is basically my surrounded area, folks, and the way I see it now is exactly the way it looks in real life. It is amazing. I'll be an A320 convert. I don't think so, because the only thing is I can't use my joystick. So for whatever reason I can't get that set up. But yeah. Who knows, I might fly it yet. You never say never. How much fuel have we got? Good question. I should have enough. Yeah, fuel quantity, we've got more than enough. I'm going to go and see around RAF Puma Way. And yeah. Go to Korea in Guangzhou City. I'd love to, mate, but at the moment I'm just having a look around my own local area just to see what it's like. Just gonna have a quick look on the coast. welcome Sanderson. We want you welcome to the live stream as well. Just heading up now, folks, up to Brunton Airfield, so it's just a few miles up to the north, and be a real, well, it's already been amazing just how much of it's model and so on, so we'll see if that's on, try and do a landing if we can. What's a flight modelling like? It's pretty good. I was just saying how it's very sensitive on the keyboard though. But yeah, overall, really, really good. Definitely a minus 5,000. Yeah, you're right there. Is that the East Coast Main Line, Michael? Yes, it is. It is indeed. railway track. Yeah, there was a railway track and a few other bits and bobs. But yeah. Yeah, so yeah, going very well. Welcome to the live stream. Great to have you with us. Yeah, I was just giving a demonstration of Flight Sim to the family. Yeah, it's excellent. Yeah, getting good frames with it. Surprisingly good frames. It's actually really good. So yeah, it's fantastic. It's really, really fantastic. Well, folks, I think we're going to head back to Newcastle and go and land there. I think. Actually, we could head up to Millfield. I think we'll head to Millfield instead. I wasn't ignoring anyone before, I was just showing the family what the area that we live in looks like and how well detailed it is. It's really, really fantastic, really well detailed. Yeah, it was a railway track, Michael. It was East Coast Main Line, so that's what it was. And it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So my idea is to maybe do a few. Training sessions and see what they're like, because the training ones I did before were excellent. So we're just heading up to Cheviot and then in the direction of Wooler. Explain 11. Yeah, that's one thing I won't be getting. I've said it right the way through, I wouldn't be getting Explain 11, and I'm very pleased to say it looks like I'm going to be keeping to that promise. Custom toolbar. Okay. Fuel. Gallons of pound, 29%. That is cool. Hey, we're actually an outside view. cool! Look at this. It's got a map. It's got a map on the right hand side. It actually shows us where we're going. So at the moment we're heading north, and we're just going to make a left turn, heading toward Millfield up north. Yeah, the showcase camera is great. Oh, I love that, the VFR map. This is insane. Absolutely insane. Showcase camera is good. Go back to that if you want. Let's have a look. Showcase. It's a cool one. That is a cool one. I'm going to get more and more used to this throughout the day, so we'll go and land at Millfield and then end it for today. But we've had amazing support. We've had over 500 views, people viewing the live stream since we started. It's incredible, that. So thank you all so much for your support. It's been wonderful, and please do check out my YouTube channel if you are new to it. Maybe think about subscribing. It's yeah, support's been amazing today. 500 views on one live stream. Crazy. But yep, the future is definitely Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. That is absolutely definite. The original and best, like Coca-Cola. Michael, you're absolutely right. And one of the things I've said throughout, FSX was and is a fantastic platform. But really, unless it's any Microsoft product, they are never going to beat the original one. And even though we've had the likes of X-Plane, the likes of Prepared 3D, etc., none of them, in my opinion, come close to a good Microsoft product. And I think this kind of proves it. I mean, you know, I downloaded it last night, I installed it, I woke up this morning, I basically pressed 2 buttons and it loaded up to the main menu. I did a couple of test flights, I then did a few tutorials, and you know, you're flying, you're looking around, you're seeing the scenery, just enjoying flying, and it's something out of the box that you can do. Whereas with some products, they just take that extra bit of time to be learned, to be understood, and yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. So yeah. Jeffrey, hello, welcome to the live stream. Great to have you with us. I think we've just had a new subscriber as well. Had a new subscriber. It should pop up in the live stream, I think. There's Millfield. Millfield's just over at our 12 o'clock. Could I fly to Kuala Lumpur? I would love to fly to Kuala Lumpur, mate. I'd love to. I seem to have missed that one. I've been notified, but it didn't actually say anything for some reason, which is weird. Fly to London Gatwick, yeah, we can do. Fly to a few different places. Like I say, we'll get there all in time. Alright, let's reduce the throttle back and land at Millfield. a Cessna. Yeah, it might be a bit long in a Cessna, that's the only downside. Robert Hadfield, hello mate, welcome on board. If you can play new FS 2020 on your PC, why didn't you play X-Plane 11 in the past? Because I didn't want to use or go for X-Plane 11. I actually maintained that throughout. I was waiting patiently for Microsoft to bring out the new flight simulator. Was a little bit uncertain as to when I'd get it. After a lot of prompting yesterday, I decided with some friends' help to get it, and yeah, really pleased. Which controllers are supported? Not sure. I know my controller isn't supported, and I use an old Cytec X35, X36, and I plugged it in and it wouldn't work, so I don't know which other ones will, which other ones won't, to be honest. I know it's getting cramped with 18 people in this, in this 152. But no, just going back to what I was saying originally, I mean, you know, Microsoft products are just outstanding, so yeah. It doesn't crash all the time, it doesn't, yeah, exactly. Mate, honestly, I loaded this up this morning and I didn't expect it to work on my computer. Because last night when I installed it, it said minimum PC requirements not met. Now, my computer is not a great computer, my computer is a very average one, and yet it works, and I would say it works very well. So, you know, it's fantastic. It's really, really fantastic. Alright, let's land on one of the runways, one of the grass runways, and then we'll maybe go and give the A320. Oh, look at that with the light, that's just amazing. I'll have a quick look on external view if you want. Camera, external. Still got 20 gigabytes to go. Yeah, a couple mates of mine have been downloading it since yesterday and they're still waiting. Oh, get rid of the camera view so I can land. There's a few things I'm struggling to get used to. A, you've got to use like the throttle and that, but manually, but the scroll wheel zooms you in, but it also controls other functions and so on, so it's quite hard to get, I find it quite hard to get used to, especially using a keyboard. Let's go for an A320 at London Gatwick, okay? Let's give that a go. I mean, it's going to be horrendous whichever way you look at it, so... have ran off the end of the runway, but hey, who cares? Right, let's go back. End main menu. Continue. Well, that was brilliant. That was amazing. I enjoyed that. Hope you all enjoyed that too. Let's go and give the Airbus a bash. It's a few years since I flew the Airbus. Let's go and see what that's like. Alright, so we're in the main menu. World map. Airliners. Oh, thanks, Michael. Appreciate that, mate. Folks, I mentioned before about subscribing. Do remember that you could also support the channel by becoming a channel member, and we're very privileged to have over 10 channel members supporting me on YouTube, so thank you to each and every one of them. We've got Michael Forbes on board with us at the moment, and it's, you know, joshbosh.uk as well, and it's amazing the support, and it really goes a long way in helping the channel, so do check the link in the description for any further information on that. As I say, it's all very much appreciated. Right, let's have a look. Echo Golf Kilo Kilo, London Gatwick. Let's fly. You're doing a flight, an infinite flight. Ah, nice one. So, the A320neo incorporates two new engine choices: the Pratt & Whitney's Pure Power PW 1100 GJM geared turbofan and the CFM International's Leap 1 Alpha, along with Sharklet wingtip devices. So that's what we're going to fly now. Should be fun. If I can manage to plough a Cessna 152 into the ground, I should be able to do it with an A320neo, so it should be okay. Oh, I'm just excited to see what it looks like. It's loading. The tension is building. Do they have different liveries for the aircraft? I'm not sure, Robert. I'll have to check, mate. I think they will have. I haven't actively looked, to be honest. I'm just gonna have a look on the laptop now. Microsoft Flight Simulator. A320 liveries. Yeah, I can't find anything on it. Oh, here we go, folks. Gatwick and the Airbus A320. This is going to be cool. Oh, cool. Not quite what I expected. Don't know why. Oh, the frames aren't as good in this one. Well, actually, I say that, they're not horrible, they're just not as good. It's kind of buffering quite a bit. Flaps. Yes, I know about the throttle. Let's have a look on the outside view. External. Oh, that's cool. Look at the detail on that. I mean, that is just... That is amazing. And before any of you ask, no, it's not going to... Oh, there's a plane coming in to land. Sorry, plane. I'm still on the runway. That is cool. Hey, matey. Hey, yeah. It's not bad. It's not as good as the Cessna. Whoa! Oh, we're in the air. Oh yeah, G button works on keyboard for gear. That's a positive. Flaps are up. Excessive speed. What on earth was that noise? The frames, it's like, ah! Oh my goodness, we're going down. What happens if we put the cut-off switches off? 1, 2. Uh-oh! Pan, we've lost both engines. We've lost both engines. Starting the APU. Pan, Airbus 320, we're going down. I can't turn right. I can't turn right. Keyboard's not turning me right. Ah! Bye, folks. Well, that went well. Oh dear. I don't believe it. I want my 737 back. Well, that went well. Oh man, I'm liking this flight sim more and more. Oh yeah, I am as well, Michael, don't worry. In the same boat, mate. It's a fantastic aircraft. I wonder if this is the point where it actually... Oh, do you know what? We've been flying this now for nearly 2 hours, and it's still not crashed. It's still working. Total the brand new plane, get the insurance on the phone. Tell you what, you're gonna need more than insurance to cover that, like. You're gonna need a lot more than insurance. Just interested to know on my task manager what performance, what the CPU and that's like. It's using pretty much 100% of the CPU, it's using 51% of the memory. Apart from that, it's not too bad, to be honest with you. I'm addicted, yeah. No, I wouldn't. It's nice though, it's nice to get a flight sim at last where you've got a nice selection of aircraft and you can actually just...
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 at runway 26 left, ready for takeoff, straight out departure.
Where you can actually just fly, it's
Airbus
nice.
Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 cleared for takeoff, runway 26 left, straight out departure approved.
Straight out departure approved. Who's ready? I'm ready. Power set. Parking brake. Released. It feels so wrong in an Airbus. I don't know what it is. I just prefer my Boeings. I'm sorry. Let's fly in the sky this time. We'll try. 80 knots. Checked. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
Overspeed.
I don't know how it set the throttle, sorry.
Overspeed.
Hard enough in a Cessna try and control one thing.
Overspeed. 300. Overspeed.
It won't turn right.
Overspeed. 100. Overspeed.
It won't turn right and it won't pull up. What? Guys, seriously, I just want to fly the thing. I was pressing number 6 on the keyboard to turn it right, and it wouldn't turn right. And I was pressing number 2 on the keyboard to pull it up, and it wouldn't pull up. Honestly. Don't know. I was pressing the commands to pull it up and to turn it right, and it just wouldn't pull up and it wouldn't turn right. So I don't know. It's a funny one. I think I might go back to my Cessna. We had more fun in the days with the Cessna, gotta say. Well, I think we'll do one more flight, maybe in one more aircraft, and then yeah, just see what it's like.
Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 at runway 26 left, ready for takeoff, straight out departure.
Let's go. Yeah, see you later on, Philip. Take care. Did I get the standard version, Robert? Yes, I did, mate. I did. I did. Unfortunately, I crashed again. I'm taxiing it very well. Don't you like my taxing? It's not me. It's not me. Handling the latest Bond film, No Time to Die. Mate, if it's that one, then you can count me out. I'm dead. Right. Yeah, well, for me it's just a 737-800. I just want there to be a decent 737-800 out, so yeah. Oh, it's an op. It's an op. Seatbelt signs aren't operative. Shocking. brakes released. Now, like I say, for some reason it's not turning right and it's not pulling up. Oh, look! Ha! Frames definitely aren't as good in the A320 Neo. Definitely not as good. See how slow it's taken the joystick to respond. Whoa, what's it doing? Hey, the autopilot works. Cool. Yeah, I definitely don't find the frames very good for like IFR, but I've got to say overall it's pretty good. I will try and land this at Gatwick. I doubt we'll be able to, but we'll try.
Airbus 320, acknowledge last transmission.
Roger. That's acknowledged. Thing is, I have no confidence in like hand flying this, so it's a bit tricky. Yeah, that's true, mate. That is true. I wouldn't have any confidence in flying this. And the thing is, I mean, you know, the joystick, I want to try and get my joystick working with it if I can. It's an old joystick, but I'm hoping I might be able to get it. What's my PC specs? 24 gig of RAM, AMD, set up basically, processor and everything. And yeah, pretty much it. Not top of the range by any means. Pan pan. Pan 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 pan. No! Man! It won't centre. It just won't centre. Oh, man. Every time I go to then counter it from one side, it just rolls. Right the way across to the other side. Ugh. Yeah, well. I think we'll go back to the main menu. I'm a bit tired of the A320 Neo now. Fire Striking, hello! And also big hello to our new subscriber as well. Lovely to have, we've had 3 new subscribers now throughout the live stream, which is fantastic. Thank you all so much for your support. Fire Striking, hello, yes mate, I got it, started downloading it last night, and then just been giving it a bash this morning. It's been great. Let's try a last flight. Turboprops. Oh, a Diamond DA40. Select departure airport. Where shall we go from to? Let's see. I'm presuming you all can still hear me. The frame's never going to be... Yeah, that's true. That is true, yeah. Yeah, I've got mine on the very lowest setting at the moment. So yeah. That's true, yeah. That's true. Just thinking where could we fly to? Oh, I know where. Why is Vega not included? Somebody just forget to include Vega or something. That must be going to be a POS scenery, I presume. Let's fly. Yeah, for some reason Vega's not considered nav data. Well said, Road. Well said. Yeah, man.
coffee showers one after another. Oh, it does look great for low settings. You're right. Thought you were Aberdeen. No, he's not Aberdeen. Here we are at Sunborough. Oh wow. Here we are, DA40. Definitely seems to be better at quieter airports like VFR and stuff. Definitely seems to be better for that. Well, for me anyway. Look at this. This looks tidy. So where's the throttle? Where is the throttle? Must be that big thing in the middle. It's one thing I still don't like. Is when you zoom in sometimes, it does that by accident. Power set. That's one, forgot that. Almost. Yeah, I flew over Newcastle before Newcastle flyer. You must have missed it. Something must be wrong with the keyboard, because I had that on full left and yet it just kept rolling to the right. I'm gonna have to probably end the live stream after I try this one. Yeah, Aberdeen, hello mate. We've just managed to crash like 3 times for whatever reason. With the Cessna it was working it was working fine. And yet with this, every time I go and bank it over to the left, it doesn't respond. Yeah, similar issue to the A320, Michael, so I'm going to have a look because it was fine with the Cessna. So, I don't know what's wrong with it. Have to have a look. Ready to fly. Let's try this. See if it works now. I still don't like this that you use the mouse wheel for zooming in and out, but it also controls your throttle. But you've got to always keep moving. See, if you miss moving your mouse with the action that you're trying to do, it starts zooming in, which is not what you want. I don't have a joystick. No, there's no joystick, Aberdeen. It's not working. It's just the keyboard I'm using, so it's a bit of a pain. Look at how sensitive that is. it again. It's just randomly spinning out on the right. That is so weird. Oh, great. I crashed and I damaged my landing gear. Amazing. Well, at least only that's to fix. Don't know why it just keeps... It rolls out as soon as you press enter. Or enter. You press 5 in the middle to level it out, and as soon as you press level it out, it just keeps... It keeps rolling and rolling and rolling. So... yeah. Well, folks, I think we're going to call it a day, because we've done, you know, we've been live for about 2 hours now. We've looked at the new flight simulator, we've done plenty of flying, we've had a good bit of fun. So, yeah. No worries, Philippe, take care of yourself, mate. But anyway, that is the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll show you how to set up the let's have a look, search. Oh yes, that's perfect. Thanks very much, Robert. That's brilliant. I'm gonna have a look at that. Thanks very much for sending it. Appreciate that. Anyway, folks, that's the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Please leave a thumbs up and a like if you enjoyed it. It's been good fun just flying. I'm gonna have a look and try and get a bit more used to it. I love this world map where you can actually, you know, fly to and from places. There's lots and lots of stuff on here which is brilliant. So yeah, let me know in the comments section what you think of it, and if you do manage to get yours sorted, what it's like once you do get it up and running. But anyway, folks, thank you all so much for watching. Huge thanks again to our channel sponsors, Michael Forbes, joshbosch.uk, for joining. It's been lovely to have you on board today. And a huge thanks to everyone who's watched and commented. It's been brilliant. We'll try and do another one very soon. Spitfire F100, Robert, Philip, everybody. Thanks so much, everyone. Take care of yourselves, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.